interesting creature just sitting here waiting for us. Is that animal not awesome? That's awesome. Ooh, wow, this is so cool. What a cool little ironclad beetle. All right, everybody, welcome back to Jack's World of Wildlife. Now, today I'm trying to find a very unique animal. This animal has one of the strongest exoskeletons in the entire arthropod world. Now, we just had a lot of rain in this usually arid little forest, so I'm hoping that that moisture was enough to kick up some activity for these really cool creatures. Let's go and see if we can find one. Come on, come all. Come observe. The fan favorite wood ear. Jiggly, succulent, just exactly the food source we are searching for in hopes of getting our creature target for the day. See why they call it wood ear? It's like a little ear. See, no difference with this. Exact same. Look. Exactly the same. Uncanny. Oh, yes! What an interesting creature just sitting here waiting for us. Did you see that on this little cut down thing? He was just hanging out right there. This is exactly what I was wanting to find. This is an amazing little ironclad beetle. Take a look at that interesting white and black patterning. What a cool beetle. Look at that. Flip him over. Whoa, what interesting coloration. Now, these beetles are pretty common in arid areas. Now, it looks pretty muggy and swampy here, but here in the South Dallas area, it can get very dry and very hot, which makes it really easy to succeed as a small ironclad beetle. They have very thick exoskeleton, they're very temperature resistant, and they can go for long periods of time without food. Their exoskeletons are ridiculously thick and strong. See how he kind of folds up his legs? He can survive a fall from hundreds of feet because he's so small and his exoskeleton is so strong, he's practically invincible. He's coated in thick armor, and that's where they get that name, ironclad beetle. Let me get close. No. Thin ice, pal. Now take a look at these interesting designs on the elytra and the pronotum, the thorax of this beautiful beetle. Is that animal not awesome? Now, most ironclad beetles are obligate fungivores, so they feed on fungus and rotting wood for most of their lives. And they actually, on top of just having a strong exoskeleton, they have one of the strongest exoskeletons in the arthropod world. Some species can't even be pinned without drilling a hole in their elytra first. Is that not ridiculous? These are super interesting beetles. I love the color variation here with these striking black and white. Is that not an amazingly beautiful beetle? Now, this is adult size here. Sometimes they can get a little bit bigger than that, but usually they're in this, 0.7 or so inches long kind of category. Oh, he's waking up a little bit. He wants to hang out. Take a look at that. Is that not awesome? This is exactly what we were coming out to find today. One of these really interesting ironclad beetles. We've had a lot of rain, as you can tell. So guess what comes with rain? Fungus. So these beetles kind of wake up, crawl out of whatever crevice and crack they were in to have a nice, possibly few weeks of feeding and mating and enjoying their beetle lives. What a cool little group of beetles. Let me see if I can put them on my nose. Don't get scared. That's awesome. Oh, wow. This is so cool. What a cool little ironclad beetle. And even though he's so small, his tarsi, his claws at the end of his feet are so sharp that he's able to really kind of tuck in and hold in. And I can feel those claws digging into the very outer layer of my skin. It's not uncomfortable, but you can feel those little pricks kind of sticking in. But what an interesting little creature. Have you guys ever seen an ironclad beetle before? I've found a few, but this is the first one we found for Jack's World of Wildlife, so that is awesome. Also, check out our new shirts. This is one of our brand new shirts, Paraponera clavata. If you want one of our shirts, they're going to be attached in the description below. They're super cool. I'm designing a ton of new stuff this year, so make sure you get some. They've got our logos on the back too. You can see through all my sweat. I'm nice and juicy looking for these beetles. But take one last look at this awesome ironclad beetle. Super, super cool. Easy place to find them is on these trees and branches and things like that because they just pop. When they're active and out, you'll be able to see them because they are so vibrant with that thick contrast of white and black. What a beautiful beetle. Well, we'll let this guy hang out and get back to doing beetle stuff. I'm gonna put him on this bigger tree because this is a little out in the open. He seemed like he had found a little stage for himself there. And we're just gonna tuck him in right there. Take a look at that spectacular beetle. Oh, such a beautiful animal. Well, I'm glad we found one. We're starting to lose a little hope because it's so mucky and slippery and muddy out here. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to tune into the next episode of Jack's World of Wildlife. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, buy the brand new merch, and keep on supporting us because we're trying our hardest to produce more content than ever before this year. So, thank you so much for watching. I bid you adieu, and I hope you learned something interesting about our little ironclad beetle. Be sure to watch next time, and thank you for watching today.